I ain't gonna be too long with this video, and I kind of stayed away from this because this is a very sensitive subject, and it's a subject that I'm not too fond of. But it's most definitely something that I talk about a lot on my channel, and something I'm gonna continue to talk about. But the reason I took my time with this because I wanted to make sure that what was happening really was happening, and it most definitely is really happening. So, the powers that be, the WBC, Vital Water, I'm blaming everybody. So they are going to go ahead and they're going to allow Oscar Valdez to fight Robson Cutting-Cinco, tomorrow, Friday night, for the WBC belt. And the basis of this Southern TEP is to, I basically just want to say that I believe, OShaquie Foster, the guy to the left, he's currently the #1 ranked, WBC 130-pound contender. He's currently the WBC silver champion. And Oscar Valdez is currently, the WBC champion at 130. But as you all know, I've been talking about on my Southern T, Oscar Valdez, had a positive PED test, come about in the recent weeks. Again, as I stated, the powers that be has let Oscar Valdez, go ahead and go along with the fight, even though he popped dirty. His A and his B sample, popped dirty. Not only that, Oscar Valdez had some kind of weight issue today at the weigh-in. His weight, he stepped on the scale, he stepped off, stepped back on, stepped off, stepped on, and then, he just, stepped off again and he walked off. Some people feel like that he never even made weight. So along with him already being, with him not being, punished for failing the PED test and being allowed to fight with a positive PED test, he also, you got some people that feel like that today, when he stepped on the scales today at the weigh-in, that he missed weight. I believe that the WBC continues to show us that there is a such thing as favoritism when it comes to the WBC and the rules. This is the second time that VADA made a decision, and then the WBC went with the water rule, which overturned VADA. Why would you use VADA if VADA says something you don't like? You're just going to go over their head and you're going to go to water and you're going to get a different opinion. And that's the one that's going to fly. It don't really make sense to use VADA at all. I kind of myself feel like, why are the rules in place if, the rules can be broken? But only, a certain set of people can be broken. Is it like, you have to be chosen, you have to be a favorite, you know what I mean, like that? But there, it's clear that rules can be broken, and that shouldn't be the case. Oscar Valdez, he clearly popped dirty. The weight issue, I don't really know whether he made it or he didn't. He stepped on the scale, stepped off, whatever they said he made it. I guess he was taking, a weight stripping PED, so he better have made weight. But in the end, he has tested positive. So I personally, in my mind, I don't consider Oscar Valdez the WBC champion anymore. The rightful WBC champion is OShaquie Foster, which is the guy you see to your left. OShaquie Foster is 18-2 with 11 KOs. He stands 5'8" with a reach of 72, and his last win is a knockout win over Miguel Roman. If you know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, OShaquie Foster's win over Miguel Roman came in a bit of controversy. Actually came in a lot of controversy. Roman came in the ring with skin glove, kind of like the same thing that happened in the there's been a couple cases. You got the Adrian Broner-Maidana situation. You got the Maidana Floyd Mayweather situation where they had the whole glove issue, without the padding. You got the Deontay Wilder Fury, allegation. You got the Fury, Christian Helmer, where he actually had to, switch his glove. And then you got Austin Trout most recently. You got the Mikael Fox situation. OShaquie Foster is just a long line of, a recent, glove scheming, thing that we've been seeing. For some reason, we've been getting a lot more, people, popping dirty with gloves and a lot of more glove issues now. But OShaquie Foster was the victim of that. But OShaquie Foster's team caught it, which is the same team that caught Mikael Fox against Masquerade too in that fight. Where that fight there was a glove issue and there was a judge issue in that fight. But the same coach, OShaquie Foster coach, and Mikael Fox had the same coach, and the same coach caught both issues. You know what I mean? So they had made Miguel Roman change the glove, and OShaquie Foster continued to fight, and he ended up stopping Miguel Roman. But I said all that to say this: OShaquie Foster, in my eyes, is the rightful champion because he's a clean fighter. He does what he does. He does it the right way. Oscar Valdez continues to show us that if the rules can be bent, that he will bend them. You know what I mean, with the PED thing, and then you got the WBC actually allowing them to do it. This is not the first time that they allowed, something like this. Oscar Valdez is facing Robson Cohencinco tomorrow. Cohencinco is 16-0 with 8 KOs. He stands 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. His last win is against Jesus Ahamunda. He's a heavy underdog in this fight. Most people are expecting Oscar Valdez to win. I personally don't believe that Oscar Valdez believes that he's going to win, which is why that he comes here taking steroids anyway, because a fighter who believes that he's going to win doesn't need to cheat, or he doesn't need steroids. Like a guy like I just mentioned, OShaquie Foster, who was attempted to be cheated by Miguel Roman. Oscar Valdez is 29. 29-0 with 23 knockouts, 5'5" with a 66-inch arm reach, and his last win is against Miguel Berchelt. Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Berchelt. I had Berchelt winning that fight, but Oscar Valdez came in and he got the knockout victory. And me personally, since all this came out about Oscar Valdez, I'm starting to question whether Oscar Valdez was clean or dirty in that fight against Berchelt. I never seen Oscar Valdez look like that before. There was a brutal knockout of Miguel Berchelt. Berchelt has still yet to have a fight, since then. So that could have drastically changed, a lot about Berchelt. We don't know. But I just think that it's terrible that we got guys like Oscar Valdez who break the rules and then who get away with breaking the rules with no consequences at all. A lot of people like to bring up, Big Baby Miller and guys like that, but Big Baby Miller got punished. He still hasn't had a fight. Oscar Valdez has been allowed to compete and step in the ring, and he clearly just popped dirty for PED test, we all know, and nobody seems to care because it's still being allowed. I myself personally will not be watching this fight because I don't want to see a dirty fighter going there and fight against a clean fighter. That's in no way, shape, or form fair. You know what I mean? The sport is already vicious enough. This is boxing. It's a combat sport. It's already a versus sport. We don't need cheating in this sport. This is a fatal. Cheating in this sport could lead to fatal consequences. Cheating in this sport could lead to fatal consequences. And what if Oscar Valdez goes in here and he hurts Robson Cohencinco? Then we're going to have everybody looking, crazy, and everybody, saying, justice for this and justice for that. Pray for Robson Cohencinco and all that. When we sit here in the lab, just got to step in the ring normally on PEDs. But that's all I got. OShaquie Foster, the guy that you see on your left, and my ass from here and so forth, he's the rightful WBC 130 champ. I say, I'm going to go and give you my prediction and all that stuff right now. I'm going to go and fit that into this video because I really don't want to talk about this because this really is a disgrace to the sport. And I hope that everybody comes out of this okay. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to say everybody. I hope Robson comes out of this okay. And I hope that he beats Oscar Valdez because Oscar Valdez is a cheater and I don't like cheaters. So I'm going for Robson. I'm going to be pulling for Robson. My pick is Robson. I hope he beat up Oscar Valdez. I hope he uses his range. He outbox him and all that good stuff. And I hope Oscar Valdez never get another win because he's a dirty fighter and he's going to continue to be a dirty fighter because clearly they're letting him do it. But the rightful champion is OShaquie Foster. You guys, if you don't know him, you need to check him out. Shaq Foster. He got a couple hiccups, but he's on the win streak. He's just coming off a TKO win. A TKO win, as I stated. But I won't be watching this fight tomorrow. But that's my opinion on it. That's all I got. Skin the heart away, Sutton T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.